You're listening to the Shit You Can't Make Up podcast, a conversation with friends, hosted by Marisol Sanchez.
Hello. This would be test podcast number 5. And this one, the theme of this one is birthdays. I hate my fucking birthday. My birthday's coming up. It's July 14th, and I will be, I think, 42. And it's not a thing about getting older. I actually, except for the eyesight and the changes in certain aspects of my life, I actually love getting older physically and emotionally, and all of it. Just every year is just better than the last. So I love my 40s. So that is not the issue. It's not a vanity reason that I hate my birthday. I honestly feel like I have, and I don't say this in a demeaning way, towards the military. I don't want anyone to, send me a comment about the military. But I honestly feel like my birthday, I display post-traumatic stress symptoms. I fucking hate my birthday. And then it's a hatred that takes over my physical being, emotional being, my spiritual being. It's coming up. It's today's the 21st of June, so it's around the corner, and I could already feel the very familiar, not to the same extent. Now I'm aware of it, which is a huge step, but I'm familiar with the panic and the anxiety of, this special day is coming, because it was never very special for me. In fact, they were kind of all horrible. Not all. I've had some good ones. My 30th and my 40th were good birthdays, but I'm going to tell you some of the birthday highlights of my life, and you tell me if I don't have a fucking right to hate my fucking birthday. Okay, I've alluded to not having the best relationship with my mother. One of the dynamics that I feel my mother and I had was that she was, this is my opinion, jealous of me. No reason, no rhyme. But because I was female, I think it was the female made the difference. There's I always tried to pinpoint what was different about my relationship with my mother and my brother's relationship with her, and they're all fucked up relationships, but specifically why mine just had a different taste to it. And I think my brother pinpointed it out to me once, and it was and I kind of see it now, but that's for another podcast. Specifically my birthday, she when I was younger, I don't really remember. I know there's a picture of me and my father and a piñata, which I wonder if that seared in my brain somehow as a happy birthday, because I generally, up until I think this year when my twins were 13, I've had a piñata at every birthday, I think. Piñatas play a very big part. Then subsequently, when I was 7, we moved to Miami. We moved a lot. My mother was a single mother, 3 kids, and she worked her ass off. She did work her ass off, but it was still, it was definitely a paycheck to paycheck situation. So we moved a lot. So I don't remember birthdays, parties. I know there was 2 birthday parties from my childhood stand out. There was one where it was at the Omni Mall, and there was a carousel, and I remember wearing this dress. And it was a nice party. It was a party one of the parties I may have thrown my kids at I don't think I've done a Chuck E. Cheese, but done every freaking other variation of a birthday party. I do also remember, though, not really knowing any of the guests. I don't know where these people who kids at this party were like, they weren't schoolmates. I don't even think it was like some family friends. I really don't know who they were. I would probably have to ask my brother. Then I remember another birthday. I think I was in my tweens, where there were gifts wrapped for me on a table, and I woke up and I remember what I was wearing. It was like a baseball kind of style t-shirt. It said Smile. It had tan arms. I had short hair at the time, and I walked out of the room, I think, semi excited because it was my birthday. And my mom didn't say anything. She didn't say happy birthday or anything. I was just kind of standing there. I think my brother said something to my mom or made a face or something. And my mom was like, what? She sees the gifts there. I don't know why she's just standing there. Like, she's making a big deal of it out of nothing. And that kind of just set the tone for, for the rest of my birthdays. Those are the ones I remember. I know in high school I had some fun ones with my friend. My friend Olga from high school, we used to throw a lot of house parties, and I believe I had a few, and those were good. So they weren't all tragic, but they've had a definite theme of, tragedy. There's another story for another podcast, but where my first love ended up getting another girl pregnant, which is, I guess, a good story for me because I didn't get pregnant. But and anyway, but it was a devastating loss. It was the Nicholas Sparks pain angst of teenage first love. Just, it was very dramatic, and there was that, again, another podcast. But his baby was born the day before my birthday, and I remember just the kick in the stomach because all my friends, we were all my social circle in high school, we all kind of hung out together. And when he, not really, I mean, I think the boys had probably a stronger relationship. We were on the water polo and swim team, if you can imagine that. Anyway, it was just for a varsity life. But I ended up having lifelong friends from it, so I love it. But my whole social circle in high school, which is a big thing, your social circle in high school, he got this girl pregnant. They end up getting married, dropping out of school, getting married, getting a condo or something. And it was just an awkward time for me. So yeah, I remember just like, really, the baby was born the day before my birthday. But anyway, that was one, birthday. And then subsequent birthdays, this is before the era of Facebook, so it's not like you had, 100 people wishing you happy birthday, were uneventful. I really don't remember anything. I do remember any holiday, birthday included, the panic. There's this panic that I'm not going to have the day that is described in the TV shows growing up or that you assume other people experience. So that's really all I remember. I remember my first, I got married, and I was pregnant with twins, and I was violently sick. Like, I would just throw up everywhere. Just had buckets. I just could not keep food down. I was very sick. And my then husband, we'd just married, newlyweds, said, oh, I'm going away. I'm going on this golf trip. And these are the dates. And I was like, oh, you're going to miss my birthday. And he said, he's like, he took a moment and he laughed. And he's like, I don't know if I feel worse, that I forgot or that I'm going. And I just I remember that moment because I remember feeling like, yep, this is my birthday. Like that pain was very familiar of not feeling special. I'm going to get tear up. Hold on, I've got to move my cat. He's making noise behind me. So that's how I felt. That's how I grew up feeling my birthdays. And I still, that's, I think that's 30, 40 years of feeling that way. I'm conditioned to not to panic, to not like my birthday, not to any event where I'm meant to feel special. I don't like. I don't like them. Um, so then I become a mom, and I have children, and fuck you if I wasn't going to be the best fucking birthday party thrower that I could possibly be, because that was basically my parenting philosophy, was just to do the absolute opposite of how I grew up. And anyone who was at the twins' fifth birthday will attest to me having some serious issues about birthdays, because it was just crazy, insane. I mean, I still have people comment on that birthday. It was a Candyland theme party, and I went all out. I mean, I just went all out. I remember my mother-in-law was like, "Wow, this is like a production," and it was. Like, I had costumes for every room was decorated. It was a birthday that they can at least take with them, remembering. I remember them walking down the stairs. They still had those little cute little onesies on. And I had kept them upstairs so I could decorate, and they were surprised. So I did. I feel like I've given them that moment. But you know what? I've also given them shit, because we all give shit. We pass it all on as shit. I don't like my birthday. My children have seen me literally cry because I did not want to go to my 40th birthday party. Like, I hate birthdays. I hate attention because I'm not comfortable in that situation, because I don't know. But my friends love my friends through me. I was in the middle of this divorce. The birthday party was being held where I had thrown my ex-husband his 40th birthday party, which is again a big production. I'd given him a roast, and every table was decorated with a theme about him. I mean, I at the time I loved my husband, and and I wanted him to know. And I think I remember him saying that night afterwards, that he had felt love. So I guess that mission had been accomplished. But my 40th, so it was being held there. My ex-husband was not going to be a part of that. My children came, which was sweet, and my friends did do the best they could do. But it was raining. It was like this horrible thunderstorm. I go to get my hair done. I'm having a complete meltdown. I don't want to go. People are like canceling, like fruit flies, just and every cancellation was just like a stab to my heart, which I know makes no sense. But I ended up having a good night. I ended up actually getting really wasted, which sometimes you just need to. If you don't have issues with alcohol, which I don't, I have a healthy relationship with it. I needed the moral assistance to get through the night. And then that was the beginning of a lovely relationship that I had with someone. And I did, end up having a great birthday. I really did. I remember the next day, I think, posting a long, thing on Facebook, thanking everyone. And that's one thing I do love about Facebook. I love how everyone wishes you happy birthday. It makes you feel special. But anyway, going back to the shit, I did throw my kids a big birthday party, but just this year my son was 13. The night before, decorated, put everything out. I did this board. I take pictures from, I think, the year previously, and put it on poster board, decorate, balloons. It's, cake that they like, and their gifts wrapped up. I think for him, money was in a piñata. See, piñata theme. But my son did this thing where he wasn't happy on his birthday. He just walked around. He was very well, anyway, I at first was hurt, but then I was like, holy shit. He's just literally mimicking the way I behave on, birthdays, Mother's Day, holidays. He's that, I recognize that he was behaving the way I behaved, and I was behaving the way my mother behaved. I've had conversations with him, and I think my ex-husband had a conversation with him, and hopefully it's something we've worked through. But birthdays are definitely complicated for us, and then it doesn't have to be. So hopefully, this birthday will be, I'm sure it'll be fun. Last birthday was fun. I had some friends over at my then boyfriend's beach house, and they brought a cake, and all our kids who've known each other since they were little were together, and it was lovely. It's I'm getting there. I'm getting to a point, that I can hopefully feel comfortable about feeling special. Anyway, that is all. I've done 2. How long is this one? Thank you again for listening. I'm not going to listen to this one right now, but I will send it. And if you have any notes, just let me know. Thank you. Bye.